All right, welcome to the Media Center, Natasha Andrea Oon. After your first round at the Maybank Championship, can you just give us some of your opening thoughts on the round today and what it was like to play to tee it up in your home country?
Yeah, I played with Lydia and Hannah today, who I really looked up to. Being in college golf and growing up junior golf, I really idolized Lydia, so that was kind of surreal for me. And I started out really well. We were kind of going at it. I had four birdies in the first nine, and then the second nine I didn't really get on it, and I hit something on 17, so things didn't really go the way I wanted the second nine, but I mean, just teeing it off in my home country and having a lot of support and everybody cheering me on, it was kind of surreal. Felt like a celebrity. So that was really nice. So I had a good time.
Awesome. I'd love to open it up to questions. I know we have some on the floor. Maybe start down here.
Hi, Natasha.
Hi, Tom.
So you started off with a few birdies on your first, but coming back there, I just see that it was just a lot of pars. Can you share about like what was going in your head and how was it out there when you were finishing up?
Honestly, I was just trying to maybe hole some. I had a few chances. I just had a few bad breaks, and things were just not going in. So, kind of had to settle with par. And obviously, Hannah was just rolling everything that she saw in. Lydia was rolling some in too. So I was like, okay, let's try. But I was hitting it good. I was hitting it like to like 10 feet, 8 feet. But sometimes my ball just stops, and sometimes like grainy greens like that. So. Something I'm just gonna have to get used to, yeah, going forward and kind of have more confidence going into them, yeah.
Here.
Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
So, any game plan for tomorrow?
I think I was doing well today. They had a lot of attackable pins, so definitely some low scores out there. But if you really wanted to make this course like hard, you definitely could put these pins in some locations and it will turn into a completely different course. So no game plan yet as of now. I mean, just kind of, I have this really good kind of inner instinct of like, when do I pull back, when do I go for it? I mean, with years of playing, you kind of develop that. So not knowing how the pins are tomorrow and how the weather will affect the course, it's a little in the air, but kind of the same game plan, yeah.
Are you hoping to play with any other idols of yours?
I mean, everybody here is somebody I probably looked at and grew up. I mean, I'm so invested in the golf world, being a woman as well. I played with Lydia, and the first time it came out, I was like, oh, okay. So I was definitely expecting a crowd, and I told my parents, and they had a great reaction too. Maybe some top golfers like Nelly, even Rose. I love Rose. We kind of went to college in close proximity, and we played a bit in college golf. So, yeah, those two are like my faves, especially Rose. Rose is so fun. So I was just looking forward to hopefully playing with her. Yeah.
Sean, back there behind the plate.
Sorry. You said you looked up to Lydia, whom you played with today, and that's quite fair. That's a good thing. Maybe what you could do for us is share a few pointers like that you might have learned, or maybe not so much learned, but that you might have picked up from her. Same like when we play with the pros. And the other thing is, are you good in the weather or not, in the wet weather?
So I'll answer the weather one first. I honestly, it depends. I feel like the weather, if you're like mentally not in it, things are kind of going haywire, it really like adds the effect and you can really see it on your score. But there are some times where I really got it going in the rain and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm good at the rain, and then there are days where I'm like, oh, I'm not. So I don't know how to answer that question. It really, really, really depends on how I'm feeling on that day. But I think in the weather, if I can just get my momentum going, then that kind of just sets me off a good foot. So hopefully with more experience as a professional in bad weather, this will set me for a good weather session. I don't know if we're gonna even play in the weather. The next one, what I learned from Lydia, she was extremely calm. I remember she had a bad break on 11. She hit it she had a good shot, was short and just kind of kept rolling down into a sprinkler head. And then she just looked at her caddy and just shrugged oh man, So that was kind of she's got that attitude going, and obviously she's accomplished so much, and she is true to herself. And even with all her accomplishments, you can see how humble she is as a person, and how open she is to talk to you and just be friends. And even Hannah was like that, and I just had a great time. I felt like I was friends with them, and we were even cracking jokes down on 18. So it's kind of cool.
Just a quick one. What did you make up of the course setup? What do you make of it?
Course is kind of set up long. I think it's long. I had 7, 6, 5 irons in. I mean, there's no par 3 that I did not hit less than a 5, I think. Maybe on one par 3, but the others are kind of long. But yeah, they're set up long. 6, 7 is not short at all. Honestly, I thought that was a major yardage, but we have it here. So, but today is the pins were a little more on the open side. I'm excited to see how they're gonna make the course harder as the days go forward. Yeah.
Thanks, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Any more? You have one? Yeah, one down here.
Hi.
Natasha, can you describe the feeling of playing with Lydia?
Oh, Lydia
Yeah.
and Hannah. I don't know. It was first hole. That was scary. That was really scary. That was a lot of people, and I was just kind of walking down, and I was not expecting a Thursday morning tournament. But it is a big event, so I should have expected better. And but I remember just hitting it and just pulling it, and everyone's that's fine. So I just was really nervous, but as the round went on, I felt a little more comfortable, and I think it's kind of an experience to see people that you view virtually or follow, and then just kind of have 4 hours with them as a person, and that just kind of made me realize they're all people, and they've all gone through their own things, and they're amazing people, and it was just a nice round. I don't know how to tie it up. It was just playing with friends. They definitely did not, add to the effect of oh my God, it's a big event. Oh my God, there's idols. They were just so did you grow up here? And you're oh yeah, I kind of grew up here. And where'd you go to college? And oh, this is where I went to college. So it was cute hot girl walks. I don't know how to say it. It's a TikTok term.
Anything else?
Just one more. Did you set yourself any personal target or anything on for your game and everything for this tournament?
I honestly have not, had a personal target. I feel everybody has an internal expectation, but I don't have a number. I've kind of learned growing up having numbers. It's hard to predict what you're gonna shoot that day. So honestly, my target is just kind of commit to every shot. If I can set mental goals, then the number ones will take care of themselves. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Natasha.